Association.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Quincy Media Incorporated, the IHSA, and the NFHS Network. Any other use of this broadcast or internet stream without the express written consent of Quincy Media Incorporated, the IHSA, and the NFHS Network is strictly prohibited and a violation of U.S. copyright law.
A state championship on the line here this afternoon. Number 1 and unbeaten Morton at 37-0. Taking on third-ranked Simeon. The Morton fans have traveled 30 miles east. They are out in force. Here you get a look at the big head of Bob Becker, who has had such a great run as head coach of the Morton Potters. And the Simeon Wolverines, for the first time, playing for a state championship in girls action. Lee Hall along with Patricia Babcock-McGraw here. And you look at this game and you look at the three towers for Chicago Simeon, and then you look at the defense of Morton, and it's going to be interesting to see how each team deals with the other strengths.
Yeah, this is such an intriguing matchup. So for Simeon, you've got the rebounding prowess, their height. You know, this is a very strong, athletic team. And then Morton, of course, is the hard-nosed defense. But for Simeon, we've got some bling in this championship, and it's Diamond Stokes for the Wolverines. Stokes is one of Simeon's 3 6-foot-plus starters who's all over the boards. The 6'3" Stokes averages 6 rebounds per game and will climb the boards for offensive rebounds. She had 9 points and 4 rebounds yesterday against Montini. Stokes missed the first part of the season for Simeon, but is coming into her own at just the right time for the Wolverines. Now for Morton, senior point guard Courtney Jones is the floor general. The 5'8" Jones set Morton's single-season assist record this season and also is a scorer who led Morton in scoring in the super sectional. Now, yesterday against Springfield, Jones scored 7 points and had 3 assists. Head coach Bob Becker says that Jones is a high-motor kid who plays with an incredible energy and does it all with a constant smile.
Well, diamonds are a girl's best friend, they say. We will see how brightly she shines here. And, of course, the Morton Lady Potters, kind of the crown jewel of four-class basketball. I'm not sure there's another program in the state that has had as much success since the move to 4 classes. They finished 4th a couple of times in the 2-class system, and they are going for their 5th title in the last 6 seasons here today. Should be a good one. We'll have the starting lineups coming up for you next.
The 2020 IHSA Girls Basketball State Finals are brought to you by Country Financial. Protecting what's important to you and preparing for your financial future doesn't have to be complicated. Take it one step at a time at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
I was a hydraulic mechanic in the military, and I'm ready to retire.
I didn't realize how scary this was.
Bill and Kim had their auto and their home insurance with me for about 10 years, and I was able to form a strategy in moving into retirement on their own terms. They are so excited about this next stage in their lives.
Let's start with your home and auto insurance, and we'll help with the rest when you're ready. Get a quote at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
Been the union labor for about 13 years.
And it's just never the same thing twice. You know, it's a lot of different things. You're always doing different things.
I enjoy joining up the union, joining the brotherhood, have some backing for good wage, good insurance, retirement.
And if it weren't for the union, I'll probably be, I'm not sure where I would be at.
At Busey, our story centers around you, your goals, and your dreams. You dreamed of owning your first home. You partnered with us to customize a plan. You started a business. You trusted us to guide you through the ups and downs. You wanted to leave a legacy. You allowed us to bring your dreams to life. Thank you for partnering with us to make tomorrow's dreams today's reality. Busey, your dream, our promise.
Back at Redbird Arena, getting ready for today's championship game in Class 3A. Let's go to Jeff Fritzen, our PA announcer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, before our soloist sings our national anthem, we ask that you remember and honor the men and women of the United States Armed Forces serving throughout the world by observing this moment of silence. Thank you. And now we ask you to join our guest soloist, Emma Sismacia, a senior at Willowbrook High School in Villa Park, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, as the players and coaches wish each other good luck at half court, the IHSA Board of Directors and member schools expect and promote good sportsmanship from all athletes, coaches, students, parents, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Let's do what's right.
Let's go. Hey, hey, let's turn it up. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's turn it up.
And we gon' win. This my court, my field, my ring. Y'all gon' see who be the champion. Can't be stopped, I hit my shot, go in. Swish, you wish you could stop this, but you gon' miss. That's the way it ends up. That's the way we level up. Y'all should never mess with us. No way, no how. The game right now, gotta go now. Gotta give it all you got to the 12th round. Hit a scream from the crowd as they go loud. Let's go, let's get it up. Let's go, let's go, let's turn it up. Let's go, let's get it up. Let's go, let's go, let's turn it up. Let's get it up. Let's go, let's go, let's turn it up. Let's go, let's get it up. Let's go, let's go, let's turn it up. Let's get it up. Let's go, let's go, let's turn it up. Let's go, let's get it up. Let's go, let's go, let's turn it up. Let's get it up. Let's go, let's go, let's turn it up. Let's go, let's get it up. Let's go, let's go, let's turn it up.
And here are your starting lineups for the 2020 IHSA Girls Basketball Class 3A State Championship game. First, for Morton, a senior, number 4, Courtney Jones. A senior, number 11, Peyton Deering. A senior, number 21, Olivia Remmert. A senior, number 23, Lindsay Dullard. And a sophomore, number 31, Katie Krupa. And your starters for Chicago's Simeon, a senior, number 2, Cachet Dixon. A sophomore, number 4, Jayla White. A senior, number 10, Diamond Stokes. A junior, number 24, Anissa Morrow. And a junior, number 25, Kanaya Gardner.
And there you have it, third-ranked Simeon, 33-3 out of the Chicago Public League. Morton 37-0, ranked #1. Bob Becker's team out of the Mid-Illini Conference. They've won 47 straight. That is 11th on the all-time list in Illinois. Number 48 would give them another state championship. Jonathan Davenport in his 6th year as a head coach, 4th year at Simeon. 97-28 in his years with the Wolverines. Longtime Morton assistant Bill Davis. And Brooke Bisping, assistant coach there with him. Former Lady Potter. And we'll see. Simeon only goes 6 deep. Do they have enough with those 3 6'1" and larger girls inside to get it done?
It's a pretty good 6, and already Morton can see the fact that Simeon with its height is going to get that jump ball, and sure enough they do. But a good 6, not a deep Simeon team, but those 6 are pretty darn good.
Cache Dixon for 3. They did go 7 deep, but they had a player get injured. Mariah Reed sprained her left knee. They pressed a lot earlier in the year, but they don't press as much now. There's only going to 1 bench player. Inside to Katie Krupa, the sophomore, loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Potters here.
Morton does have some height. In Krupa is 6'2", and Lindsay Dullard is 6'1". To kind of combat the length and size of the Simeon team.
Jones with it, dribbles into the trap, and gets the whistle. She was in trouble and got the foul call to help her out there. Lisa Morrow whistle for the foul.
And she needs to be careful with cheap little fouls like that because Simeon needs her on the floor.
Take away for Gardner.
And Simeon's leading scorer is Anisha Morrow, and she needs to be in this ball game.
Gardner steps in for the jumper. Here come the Lady Potters the other way, the defending state champions. And a takeaway by Gardner. For the Simeon defense up to the task here in the early going.
Simeon going for its first state championship. Morton with 4 since 2015.
Simeon missing their first 3 shots. Inside Krupa, shot fake on Stokes and scores. Katie Krupa averages 12 a game as a sophomore.
A lot like Montini in the Class 3A third-place game that we just did. Morton has that tradition on its side. These players grow up with high expectations of being here every year.
Jayla White comes up with the long rebound. Another missed shot. A couple of players hit the floor at the other end.
Nice ball movement.
Outside to Jones. Long rebound, and it'll be Simeon ball. We mentioned the 3 starters, 6'1" or taller for Simeon. 3 losses this year by a total of 9 points. Morton has not lost in all their great tradition that's been built in the last 10 to 13 years. They've never had an undefeated championship. In the lane, Stokes. Simeon now 0 for 6. Deering, whistle for the charge.
And that is Jayla White taking that charge. Got in great position, got her feet set, body set. And it's just a push off. Saw how excited White was there. She is trying to get her teammates pumped up. She's the point guard of this team, the leader, the floor general, and trying to get things going on the defensive end. It's not much is going on the offensive end right now for Simeon. Another missed shot for the Wolverines.
Krupa off the bounce and off the window. She had 8 in the win over Lanphier.
And Krupa, she is 6'2", but has that height, but not at all intimidated by the size of the Wolverine. She's going right at them.
Morrow, triple team that time. Shot partially blocked. Here's Peyton Deering. Missed the layup. Almost a takeaway by Courtney Jones instead of foul on the senior guard. Slow start for Simeon. 0 for 8. Morton with the early lead here in the 3A state title game.
Morton Community Bank congratulates our Morton Lady Potters on their amazing season and their return to the state finals. See us for amazing banking at any of our 44 hometown community bank locations. Morton Community Bank, we have time for you. Member FDIC. Go Potters!
At Builders Warehouse, our doors are open at our new location, 2115 Southwest Washington. Come visit our single-level showroom. Heat, air, and no stairs. Check out the new Builders Warehouse in downtown Peoria.
Dig the pig from Butcher's Pizza. Locally made with the finest ingredients, the frozen pizza with the just made taste, the quality pizza that your family deserves, a quick meal you'll be proud to serve. Dig the pig from Butcher's Pizza.
Lee Hall, Patricia Babcock-McGraw with you here at Redbird Arena for 3A State Championship girls basketball. Morton the early lead. Let's go over to Kendra Sheehan for a sideline report.
Thanks, Lee. Let's go ahead and meet our head coaches for Morton, coached by Bob Becker. In his 21st season, he was quoted saying, "The teams that get through February have toughness, grittiness, and resilience. His team has that all." He says if we can take away the putbacks and do a good job on the boards, we should be in good shape today. Over for Simeon, coached by Jonathan Davenport in his 4th season. He got emotional yesterday during the post-game interview, talking about how proud he was of his team. He said, "Today's a new day, though, and it's all about execution." Back to you guys.
Just into the ball game, Nakia Callan with the miss as the lid stays on for Simeon. Deering for 3. It's good. Peyton Deering, her 53rd 3 of the year. It's a 7-0 Morton lead. Drive into the lane and a charge on Jayla White.
Morton off to a great start, making some good defensive plays, keeping Simeon off the scoreboard and then hitting their shots down there. A big three-pointer for Peyton Deering.
We talked about defense versus size. So far, the defense winning out at 7-0.
Morton showing that they can play some offense, too.
Done it without Lindsay Dullard, their leading scorer so far. She's open in the corner. 3. Good. 15 points a game for the senior.
On cue there, Lee. She heard you. 23 big points for her in the semifinals yesterday against Springfield Ampere.
Double-digit lead early. Anissa Morrow off the mark from three-point range. Jayla White, a miss. And here come the Lady Potters, up 10.
And Morton so far doing a good job on the boards. Just one offensive rebound for Simeon.
Krupa was jumping up and down in the lane, wanted it. She was wide open. Instead, it's Dullard for 3. And Morton with the blitz to start the game. 13-0 lead Potters.
Coach Jonathan Davenport wondering, hey, what the heck is going on? We are allowing open threes. There's no rotation, no effort even to get out to challenge that wide open 3 by Lindsay Dullard, who has now hit 2 in a row for Morton. This is a Simeon team that has played some really good teams, so they should not be starstruck. They should not be intimidated. They have experience in big games. They have defeated Fremd, which is going for a state championship tonight. They have defeated Bolingbrook, another Class 4A state semifinalist. They defeated Maine West this year, the defending Class 4A state champion. So Simeon has been in some big games, played some really tough teams. I don't know if they are nervous, starstruck, just, worried about playing for a state championship and playing well, but they just seem a little locked up right now. They have got to loosen up and just do what has gotten them here, which is good, solid basketball and fighting for offensive rebounds. They only have one of those so far.
Morton's road to Redbird Arena. You talk about the competition they played. A couple of top 10 teams there in the sectional. They beat Peoria Richwoods, which was ranked number 5. Peoria High ranked number 4. They beat them by a combined 46 points in the sectional.
Look at that super sectional score too, holding Providence Catholic to just 12 points. That's where that rock solid pressure defense comes in for Morton.
48-36 win over Lanphier yesterday. Jumper from the free throw line for White is no good. 0 for 12 now for Simeon.
Simeon missed shots yesterday in the semifinals, but they just got so many offensive rebounds, and that is not happening here today. They really need to crash the boards better after all of those misses.
Unable to solve the Morton defense. Deering drives to the hoop, blocked out of there by Anissa Morrow. 6'1" junior with the defense. Deering again for 3. And the rebound finally controlled by Simeon. They need to get something out of this possession. In the corner, Kalan wide open and missed it by a lot. Dillard inside to Krupa. Follows, scores, and she'll go to the line. Katie Krupa with her 3rd field goal of this first quarter. And it's all Morton here in the early going.
Well, Katie Krupa is much like Lindsay Dullard. The 2 post players for Morton are versatile players. They can hit outside shots, but Katie Krupa so far in this game really showing her strength as an interior player. Not backing down for the bigger, taller Simeon front line. And really kind of owning it down there. Katie Krupa now with 7 points in this first quarter.
7 of Morton's 16 for the sophomore. She was all conference as a freshman. Morrow, tough shot. Stokes to follow. Double team and somehow makes it a tough basket for Simeon's first basket of the game. It took him over 6 minutes to score.
Diamond Stokes just ripping away that offensive rebound. Thank you very much, she said. And that was a tough shot, a tough putback for Diamond Stokes. Nothing coming easily for Simeon down at the other end.
There are 37 other, well, not 37 other teams, but 37 victims, 37 other games the opponent can relate against Morton as they come into this game 37-0. Of course, they beat some of their conference foes twice, all of their conference foes twice.
And I know we'll get into it later, but amazing that this team has come through unscathed at 37-0. Morton, so many injuries this season, key injuries.
17th possession for the Wolverines, only 2 points to show for it. From the corner is Cachet Dixon. Quickly ahead to Krupa. Steps through. No bucket this time, but she'll go to the line.
Katie Krupa so active. We've seen her in the post. She's running the floor well in transition. Just a sophomore, already with 9 solid Division I offers, and she is playing her best basketball in the postseason.
Country Financial, protecting what's important to you and preparing for your financial future doesn't have to be complicated. Take it one step at a time at TakeSimpleSteps.com. Krupa with 8 in the semifinal win against Lanphier yesterday. She's now got 8 in this ball game. A 15-point lead for the defending state champs. And a foul on Deering. That will be her second. Simeon's got to be a little shell-shocked. Stokes, another big offensive rebound, and she's fouled. So finally some
the thing is, though, I mean, they just
production out of the offensive rebound.
They just have to say to themselves, you know what, we're not hitting shots right now. Simeon has 16 field goal attempts to just 12 for Morton. It's not like they're turning the ball over. It's not like they're making mistakes. They're just not hitting right now. And you don't think that that's going to last.
Jayla White just 2 of 6 behind the arc this season.
That's what you tell yourselves if you're the Wolverines at the end of this quarter. You go back to the bench, regroup, say, hey guys, our shooting woes won't continue for this entire game.
You got to start playing some defense.
You do.
Allowed 17 here in the first quarter.
Some defense and getting the ball inside more. I feel like Simeon, that's their strength. They're shooting too many outside shots. They need to get into the paint.
New waterproof luxury vinyl flooring from Shaw Floors. Water has met its match.
Visit Tazwell Floor Covering, where there's always something good underfoot.
Stop by Bob Grimm Chevrolet in Morton and check out our new certified service area built to serve you. Our new quick service lane featuring Hunter Quick Check allows us to check your alignment and tires within seconds of entering the building. Once your vehicle has been checked in, you will meet your certified service advisor in our all-new climate-controlled consultation area, and then relax in our all-new lounge equipped with Wi-Fi, workstations, comfy chairs, and 2 huge flat-screen TVs. One for the adults and one for the kids. See Bob Grimm Chevrolet in Morton and let us show you how quickly and efficiently we can service your vehicle. Right now, save up to $200 on a new set of qualifying tires.
We're Seasons Gastropub. We're more than a pub. We're a great place to eat, relax, and to enjoy. New to Seasons, a made-to-order sushi bar. Live local, eat local, drink local. At Seasons in downtown Morton.
A great bank begins with great relationships. Great relationships with local businesses and everyday customers like Les and Jenny, who bought their new home with the help of Better Banks. And Rachel, who came to us when she wanted her first car. Or the college fund that we helped Courtney and Zach set up for their future graduate. Banking is about relationships, and Better Banks knows that. Since 1898, we've been listening to our customers and committed to our community. Bank better with Better Banks.
During our travels, we set out to discover why so many people choose Morton buildings. What's the difference?
And boy, did we find out.
My dad was a basketball coach, and I love basketball. So this we could build, make it available for a lot of people to use. My architect highly recommended Morton. Very efficient, it's a nice looking structure. We've had neighborhood get-togethers here, so it's kind of been part of the community. I would recommend Morton. The end result has been great, and we're super happy with the whole deal.
Morton Buildings.
For work, for life, for generations.
The 2020 IHSA Girls Basketball State Finals are brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Back at Redbird Arena, Morton Potter with his game face on and liking what he's seen so far. The Lady Potter 6 of 12 from the floor. Simeon just 2 of 18.
That's 11% for you math wizards, and Simeon not at all happy with that. They aren't shooting high percentage shots, though. That's what I said at the end of the first quarter. They are spending way too much time shooting jump shots, and that might be part of the Morton defense, keeping them out of the paint, but the paint is their strength, and they need to get back to that.
Dullard off the glass, no good. Having to shoot over Diamond Stokes that time.
Simeon also has no free throw attempts. Another just example of how they're not getting into the paint, although White hitting that jump shot.
Jayla White with 5 of the 7 Simeon points.
But if you get into the paint a little more, you're going to get some free throw attempts, and Simeon not getting any of those either.
10-point game. Morton jumped on top 16-0. Reset. Simeon defense making Morton work a little bit more here now. opening moments of the second quarter. Courtney Jones from the elbow. Dullard the rebound. 3 for Deering. Bounces no good. And Anissa Morrow averages 12 rebounds a game. She brings it up the floor. Kicks to Gardner, who couldn't hang on. And it'll be Morton ball. Let's go over to Kendra.
I got a chance to sit in with Jonathan Davenport at Simeon's break, and he said, this is not what we do, guys. We've got to talk to her, go back to what we do best. We've got to stop trying to trap the ball on defense. We cannot gamble on plays. We got to be moving to the ball, going back to the basics. He said offensively, we've got to get to the basket. Our strength is offensive rebounding. We've got to go back to what we know. Back to you guys.
Anissa Morrow tapped it away. And the whistle, Cache Dixon's shot no good, but she will go to the free throw line. So Jonathan Davenport's team gets to the line here.
See here, Dixon trying to get herself to the basket, trying to avoid the jump shots, which Simeon has been shooting far too many of to start this game. That's what Jonathan Davenport was talking about. Hey guys, we're not playing Simeon basketball. We're not playing to our strength. We've got to get to the rim. We've got to give our post players a chance. We have to have some penetration, dish off on the block, let our post players, let our bigs go to work and use our size advantage.
5'8" senior Cache Dixon, 56% at the line on the year, makes them both. 9-1 run for Simeon since they trailed 16-0. Olivia Remmer gives to Krupa. She walks.
Morton falling victim to what they often do to other teams is that you get them moving fast when you press. The pressure, the pace doesn't end once you cross half court, and mistakes are committed in the front court as well.
Maggie Hobson, number 30, into the lineup for Morton as Cache Dixon turns it over. Peyton Deering back in. Jones brings it across for the Lady Potters, wearing the road grays here today. Inside Krupa. And it was the defense from Gardner that time.
They are really going to Krupa. They know that she has a hot hand, and she has been tough on the block.
Morrow, the quick three. Not sure that's what Jonathan Davenport had in mind.
He's shaking his head saying, no, 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 no. Not our strength.
Has hit 58 threes on the year, but that was pretty quick, and especially in a game where you haven't shot it well and you need to get quality possessions. Gardner got a hand on it. Simeon takes it away. Morton's last field goal came with 1:53 to go in the first quarter. Jayla White wants the long ball. The follow that time by Dixon was no good, and it's off the Potters. It'll stay with Simeon. Jonathan Davenport trying to urge his team back into this one. They've closed the gap after trailing 16-0.
Get a stylish solution for every room with window treatments and save with 11% off everything at Menards. Get room darkening vinyl and aluminum blinds, faux wood blinds, and cellular shades trimmed to width for free. Or order a custom style and size. From durable, economical options to stunning custom designs, you'll find the perfect window treatments to transform your space. Right now, all window treatments are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The IHSA is camaraderie, excellence, sportsmanship, enthusiasm, the original March Madness. The future plays here, the Illinois High School Association.
In a hurry but want a fresh, affordable meal to serve your family or friends? Biaggi's Pronto Packs make it easy to enjoy an authentic Italian meal at home or on the go. With 6 Illinois locations, Biaggi's Carryout is the perfect solution for your busy lifestyle. Lee Hall, Patricia Badcock-McGraw along with you here at Redbird Arena, and a good start to the second quarter for Simeon. What are they doing better?
Well, I think they're taking their time a little bit more, and we saw Keshae Dixon trying to get into the lane, penetrate a little bit, trying to make some plays. They need to be looking for those higher percentage shots. I feel like they're still shooting a few too many jump shots, but you can tell that that's something that Coach Davenport talked to them about at the end of the first quarter. Hey, guys, let's play to our strength, which is getting the ball inside.
Set of 3 from Dixon. Simeon just shooting 13% from the floor. Katie Krupa from the free throw line. She's getting looks from 9 D1 schools, including Illinois State, Bradley, and Illinois. She's in double figures already with 10.
I feel like Morton somehow against this bigger, longer Simeon team is doing a good job getting into the paint, getting higher percentage shots.
Mismatch size-wise that time, but Morrow can't take advantage. Kind of a wild shot from outside the lane. Guarded by the smaller Olivia Remmert at just 5'6". Shot fake, Dullard to the hoop, but had it partially blocked, it looked like, and hustles after it anyway.
I feel like Dullard has been really determined to kind of take it personally to get on the boards for Morton and neutralize Simeon. They're coming up with a big jumper. That is now 8 points for Lindsay Dullard, but she also has 6 or 8 big rebounds in this game.
First team All-Stater with 8 so far.
She's coming up with a ton on the defensive end, keeping Simeon off the offensive board. She came up with another offensive rebound on that previous possession. She seems to be taking rebounding personally in this game. She knows it's Simeon's strength.
Krupa over Gardner. Good defense by Kanaya Gardner, the 6'2" junior. Still in charge. There was a little high-low here. Diamond Stokes off the bounce, off the board, no good. Morrow had a hand on it, and Jones comes away with it. Morton out-rebounding Simeon, 20-13 so far.
That is not what I expect on the boards anyway.
Remmer took a finger to the eye, looks like. Jones pass tip, Deering comes away with it. And now a foul on Keshae Dixon. Five team fouls on the Wolverines. Kaya Kalan comes in for Simeon, replacing Gardner. Lady Potters looking very much like the defending state champions, jumping out to a 16-0 lead in this game. Lead here is 12. Very patient, willing to pull it back out and find something they like, reset.
They have the luxury of doing so with this lead and the fact that Simeon is struggling so much with scoring. Morton can kind of sit back and work this clock.
Bounce pass was intended for Dullard. Morrow in transition, bowls over the Morton defender Deering. Simeon comes away with it. Dixon for 3.
Morton crowd wanted a travel and then a charge, and Simeon takes advantage of the situation. A big 3 there. He needed that one.
2 of 12 from three-point range now for Simeon. Final minute. A quick moving first half. And a couple of turnovers in a row as Bob Becker stomping his foot over on the other side.
And we talked about it in third place game when Montini was working the clock. Sometimes that's a tricky situation and you move it around too much and you end up making a mistake. And Simeon looking to capitalize off of that mistake.
Dixon again for three. Double team and now a foul on Cache Dixon. You can see the frustration on the Simeon players.
I cannot believe how many threes Simeon has shot in this game. 12 three-point field goal attempts for the Wolverines. That is high, in my opinion, for this team that really has built its entire season on getting the ball inside to its 3 6+ footers and dominating the paint, dominating the boards. I feel like Simeon's shooting way too much from the perimeter and really needs to attack the rim. And how much do you give credit, though, to Morton for that defense and keeping them out of there?
Absolutely. Final seconds. Dullard for three!
Big time momentum heading into halftime. That's your superstar, Lindsay Dullard, going to UAB next year. Coach Bob Becker saying he feels like she's the best player in the state, regardless of level, coming up with a huge momentum shot there for the Lady Potters.
According to the sign in the Morton crowd, UAB stands for You a Beast. Lindsay Dullard from long distance. 3 threes for her in the first half and a dominant first half performance for the defending state champs as they have doubled up third-ranked Simeon. Let's go to Kendra.
Coach, you ran on a 16-0 run right out of the gate and a final 3 at the buzzer. What's impressed you most about this half?
I mean, our kids, they're pretty much following the defensive scout report and the game plan defensively. They got loose for a couple rebounds, but we're doing a really good job of not giving up layups and putbacks. So we got to keep doing that. We got to take care of the ball. I think we've played pretty confident. We're happy right now, but it's only halftime. Nothing less important than the score at half.
What's going to be the key to maintaining that intensity in the second?
Well, I imagine they're going to amp it up sometimes, so we've got to handle pressure. We've got to keep doing a good job on 24. We got to keep doing a good job on the boards.
Awesome. Good luck in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, that's an interesting point. Nothing less important in a ball game than the score at halftime. However, his Lady Potters lead at 24-12 here at the half. A dominant performance by the defending state champs.
The accidents with cell phones are much more common than we think. It can happen to you. You know, that's why we have insurance, because things do happen. I meet with all my 16-year-old drivers. 90% of my conversation is about distracted driving. There's a lot more to driving than just getting behind the wheel and what you get in driver's ed. I know kids that have been hurt in accidents, killed in accidents. I just hate to see a family go through that.
Nikki's donation has made a huge impact on a lot of people. This one right here, sitting next to me especially. When Gift of Hope came to me and asked me for the donation, it made me feel very confident knowing that I can give my baby's heart. This is Nikki's heart beating inside Tanisha's chest.
So when I heard this pounding, like, what is that noise? And the nurse said to me, that's your heart.
I carried Nikki for 9 months. Now Tanisha's gonna carry her the rest of her life.
Say yes to donation. Start the conversation with your loved ones today.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need, to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back inside Redbird Arena. What a half for Morton. They jumped to a 24-12 lead. It all started with that 16-0 run and that final three right at the buzzer. Head coach Bob Becker is proud of his team so far. Simeon, though, not playing the way that they usually play. Head coach Jonathan Davenport said he was disappointed. They're not using their strengths to their advantage. They are a team, they have height. They are a team that is strong on the boards, and that's not showing. When we come back, I'll be joined with a special guest, and we'll have more second half action coming your way soon. Stay with us.
With every move comes a remodel, and at Builders Warehouse, we've remodeled our website, making it easier for contractors, landlords, do-it-yourselfers, and you to shop our inventory and to read our reviews. Get it done. Shop BuildersWarehousePeoria.com.
New waterproof carpet from Shaw Floors. That's right, waterproof.
Visit Tazwell Floor Covering, where there's always something good underfoot.
Your area electrical joint apprenticeship training committee is pleased to announce that John Randall and Logan Baer have been accepted into the 2019 Inside Wireman Apprenticeship Program.
I got interested in the apprenticeship program because it was a way for me to get a higher education without having to pay student loans.
So these gentlemen are going to earn on an average about $225,000 over 5 years, and they're going to be joining the ranks of a multi-employer working system that's internationally based.
For more information about our apprenticeship, go to IBEW34.org.
There's no limit to what you'll do for her. You want her to explore, to dream, to grow. You're always amazed at what her little mind creates and where the depths of her imagination take her. At OSF Healthcare Children's Hospital of Illinois, they explore the boundaries of healthcare. They dream beyond today to care for the tiniest of babies and the most complex illnesses. OSF Children's Hospital, creating a world where kids can grow without limits.
Welcome back inside Redbird Arena. What a first half for Morton. I'm joined by a very special guest, David Morris, Vice President of Human Resources for Biaggi's. Can you tell us a little bit about Biaggi's and the number of restaurants in our area?
Well, we're headquartered here. First restaurant's in Bloomington, but we do have 19 Biaggi's. We're in 9 states, and we've started our second concept on Shonagave.
Now we know there's a new one going to be opening up around the area. What's going to be unique and different about this one?
We're excited to move. You know, our founder, Todd's done a great job. I think you'll enjoy the patio space. That's something we didn't have at the original Biaggi's. And then he's got some surprises for the community. So we're hoping everybody can come out and see what we've done that's new. But the one I can give away is a patio.
Awesome, that'll be good for the nice weather. Now, David, how active in high school sports or athletics were you, and how has that prepared you for your role at Biaggi's today?
Well, I grew up here, so I played basketball, but tennis was my sport that helped me through high school and college. And then my sons have played. So I think, you know, sports for all young men and women, learning teamwork, leadership, managing your time at all levels, both high school and college, can really help you prepare for a better career.
If any high school students or anyone for that matter listening to this broadcast wants to learn more about Biaggi's and the community it serves, how can they do that?
Go to our websites, so Biaggi's.com or onshonagave.com. And Amy and Todd have done a great job of putting information out there about both the concept, the menu, and our offerings.
Thank you so much, David, for joining us. When we come back, we'll break down this first half a little bit. Second half nearly underway. Stay with us.
Here's to the hardest working people in America, the ones who aren't fazed by dirt and grease, the ones who don't just drive their vehicle, they depend on it. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we stand behind you with genuine value on tires and auto supplies. Right now, all Michelin tires are on sale. Fast Orange hand cleaner with pumice is just $8.49 a gallon. Plus, this superior pump, sump pump, just $129.99.
We're Seasons Gastropub. We're more than a pub. We're a great place to eat, relax, and to enjoy. New to Seasons, a made-to-order sushi bar. Live local, eat local, drink local at Seasons in downtown Morton.
How's your checking account looking? Half full? Half empty? Low? It happens. Then payday rolls around and you're good. So why do banks charge a monthly fee if you don't keep a big minimum balance in your checking? At SEFCU, there's no minimum balance, no monthly fee. So you get everything you want. SEFCU, not a bank, better.
Is your crack showing? Get fast, reliable service from Reliant Auto Glass. Don't let a crack impair your vision and safety. Keep both eyes on the road, not on the crack.
Ask for Reliant. You can rely on us.
Welcome back. You're watching the IHSA Girls 3A State Finals. We'll have second half action coming your way next. Stay with us.
It was the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life, losing everything in the fire. Thank goodness for Judy. She convinced me that we needed homeowners insurance.
I asked her in the event that there was a tragedy or something happened, what would they do?
Eventually, we were able to rebuild our house. Judy and Country Financial were 100% put into our lives for a reason.
Find a representative at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
Third generation union labor. Love fishing and hunting, and love construction.
All the benefits, the insurance, the pay.
Well, it's given me insurance that I've got for my kids. The money I make, I've been able to go on vacations when I want to.
The 2020 IHSA Girls Basketball State Finals are brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Back at Redbird Arena, Morton on top 24-12 over Chicago Simeon. Let's take a look at our Menards game summary. And you can see Simeon started the game 0 for 14 from the floor. And they've dug themselves a pretty big hole to start, down 16-0.
They have, you see that field goal percentage, 14%, 13 three-point field goal attempts. That's far too many. That's not what they do. But here's the most telling stat of all, which isn't on the board here. 28 points in the paint yesterday for Simeon in their semifinal win. 2 points so far here today. That is stunning for a team that has 3 legit 6-footers who all are post players, paint players, rebounders. For them not to be utilizing that strength is just mind-boggling.
Simeon being out rebounded 22-15. Let's go to Kendra with Johnny Davenport to see how he's going to change that here in the second half.
Coach, offensive rebounds are your strength. What adjustments are you going to make to be better on the glass this second half?
Well, I started playing a boxing one on Nisa and daring our team to shoot outside shots. And that's not our strength. We can knock shots down, but right now they're daring us to take a jump shot from outside. So we're about to still attack inside, try to get to the basket and get to the free throw line. Do what we've been doing all season long.
Defensively, what do you need to do to slow Morton's attack?
They started pulling us out of our zone a little bit. So going out, we can pretty much match up, try to force some turnovers, and get some easy baskets in transition.
Good luck in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
IHSA Morrow with her first points of this ball game on a takeaway and layup.
That's a good start for Simeon, turning defense into offense, points in the paint. I like it.
The other thing we talked about in the first half, the ability of Morton's defense to shut down Simeon inside. Even if IHSA Morrow gets the ball on the block and she's double teamed, somebody's got to be open. There's two other girls over 6'1".
And there was a reason why Simeon was shooting all those three-pointers, 13 and a half, because Morton did such a great job of shutting down the lane. Coach Bob Becker saying our defensive plan was executed to perfection in the first half.
Kanaya Gardner, the defense, and the layup at the other end. We sense a trend here. Couple of quick buckets for Simeon to get back to within 8. And now another takeaway.
The long reach of these Simeon players starting to show itself.
Morrow, the three-pointer, I'm not sure why she's shooting those. I know she can make them, and I know I know she shot over 40%, but in this kind of game, when you got a 5'7" player guarding you, I'd like to see her take it into the lane.
Yep, use that height.
Good job last trip by Gardner and the Simeon defense, taking away that lane drive that Dullard used so well yesterday. This time they can't stop Krupa, though. She's got 12. Stokes from the free throw line. Good looking shot, bounces out. Dullard got the rebound, and now a foul whistled on the rebound on Courtney Jones, her second. Not a popular call with the Morton crowd. Morton had the rebound, and it's brought back and given to Simeon on the foul on Jones. Gardner from the baseline.
And she needs to get herself more involved in this game for Simeon. She has taken just 2 shots in this game. She is 0 for 2, no points for Gardner, and she was a big part of yesterday's win. 10 points and 8 rebounds for the Wolverines. Gardner needs to get herself more into this basketball game.
Hobson from the corner. 3 minutes gone here in the second half. Morton's lead is 10. Morrow another 3. Gardner the follow. Physical play in the lane, but unable to finish.
Gardner trying, going after those offensive rebounds.
Bob Becker calls timeout as Lindsay Dullard was in a trap there at half court. That's our break. Simeon still trailing by 10 here to the defending state champs.
Morton Community Bank congratulates our Morton Lady Potters on their amazing season and their return to the state finals. See us for amazing banking at any of our 44 hometown community bank locations. Morton Community Bank, we have time for you. Member FDIC. Go Potters!
At Builders Warehouse, our doors are open at our new location, 2115 Southwest Washington. Come visit our single-level showroom. Heat, air, and no stairs. Check out the new Builders Warehouse in downtown Peoria.
Stop by Bob Grimm Chevrolet in Morton and check out our new certified service area built to serve you. Our new quick service lane featuring Hunter Quick Check allows us to check your alignment and tires within seconds of entering the building. Once your vehicle has been checked in, you will meet your certified service advisor in our all-new climate-controlled consultation area, and then relax in our all-new lounge equipped with Wi-Fi, workstations, comfy chairs, and 2 huge flat-screen TVs. One for the adults and one for the kids. See Bob Grimm Chevrolet in Morton and let us show you how quickly and efficiently we can service your vehicle. Right now, save up to $200 on a new set of qualifying tires.
Country Financial, protecting what's important to you and preparing for your financial future doesn't have to be complicated. Take it one step at a time at TakeSimpleSteps.com. Morton Potters up 12 at the half. Simeon coming up with a couple of defensive plays and steals, but they still trail it by 10.
Yeah, Simeon bringing some juice defensively, forcing Morton to call a timeout there with their full court defensive pressure. Simeon trying to play a little bit more inspired and trying to work on their shot selection, although we've already seen a couple of errant three-pointers on the part of the Wolverines.
Deering through the defense and to the bucket. She's got 5. Dealing with kidney stones since January. She's gone 50+ days now without soda, and that has helped her deal with that. She was in the ER, or the hospital at least, for a couple of days. And she's out there fighting through it for the Lady Potters. We talked about it a lot yesterday in injuries they've dealt with. 2 of their top 6 players, Maddie Becker, Raquel Frakes, out with ACL tears.
Nice.
Morrow the takeaway, and the bucket for Cashay Dixon. She's got 7.
Here's Deering with the ball, and basketball's not even really her main sport. She's going to play soccer next year at Illinois State right here.
2 in a row to the hoop, in full flight, as they say in soccer. She's got 7. She went to state in softball as a freshman at East Peoria High School before transferring to Morton. Stokes couldn't decide whether she wanted to shoot or pass. She did neither. And now it's Deering again, going for the hat trick. Fouled on the way to the hoop, and she'll go to the line. Foul on Diamond Stokes will be her 2nd. And you see some of the speed of Peyton Deering.
And Stokes really could have come up from behind to block that shot, but instead coming right down over the top of Peyton Deering and sending Deering to the free throw line. Deering already with 7 points in this game. She had 7 points in the semifinal yesterday. And she has kind of been a defensive player for Morton over the last few years. Known for her defensive intensity. Wasn't always as competent on offense, but we've seen her get to the hole, really look for her shot. That has been a development in her senior season where she has provided more offense for the Potters. And Coach Bob Becker saying this year, Peyton Deering has done it all for us in spite of the kidney stone. I can't believe that she is playing with a kidney stone.
They give a shout out to her father and her uncles, who are former teammates of ours in baseball. They were all great hitters. Cashay Dixon hits from outside. She's got 10. And the Potters turn it over. 13 turnovers for Bob Becker's team. Won 4 of the last 5 state titles. A couple of 4th place finishes. Dixon for 3. Morrow going for the rebound. I think they're going to get. No, they do get Morrow on the foul. Over the back.
Just her 2nd. Tough to get angry with a player like Morrow, who is trying to make something happen by crashing the offensive boards. You want that kind of intensity, especially out of this Simeon team. That's their thing. Somebody needs to do it. Somebody needs to be crashing those boards, looking for 2nd opportunities.
Couple of ticks over 3 minutes here in the 3rd. Morton still up 11. Deering pulls it out. Dullard now.
Good ball movement.
Deering for 3. And Dullard can't control the rebound. We talk about injuries. She missed a couple of weeks with a concussion, and all of the injuries Bob Becker's team has dealt with. And I also have to make a correction. Yesterday, I referred to Maddie Becker, his daughter, who was out with ACL for the 2nd time. Josie, his daughter, who missed a finals with a knee injury. I said Keegan Ryan. It was Chandler Ryan, of course, former Morton Potter. So our apologies to Chandler. She knows I love her.
Well, and
I've just got to that point in my career where I can't remember names.
Raquel Frakes for this year's Morton team is also on the bench with a season-ending ACL injury.
There's Deering again. She's got 11. 8 of those here in the 3rd quarter. Kalan.
Oh, nice.
And Morrow on the stick back. She's got 4 now.
Johnny Davenport, Simeon's head coach, calling Anisha Morrow the top player in Chicago, and we can see why. The athleticism, the potential that she has. Just a junior, has all kinds of college offers. It'll be interesting to see where she goes. And talk about ACL, she is coming off an ACL injury from last year, but her mobility has been stellar this season, and particularly down here in the state finals.
For the second time this quarter, Bob Becker's had to take a timeout against that Simeon press.
And you see that the two players in the back with the warm-ups on, the redhead, that's Raquel Frakes, and Bob Becker's daughter Maddie is right behind him, long brown hair. Those two players, two of the top 6 players in the program, out with the season-ending knee injury. And poor Maddie Becker, Bob Becker's daughter, has missed the last 2 state finals. She was out last year with a knee injury on the other knee, blew out the other knee. And he said to us, I don't know if it's bad genetics or because our older daughter Josie also out with a season-ending knee injury. But man, you feel for a kid. And Bob Becker saying it's been harder, I think, for me and my wife to deal with this than it has been for Maddie. She has been in good spirits, remarkably so, for what she has gone through. But you feel for Maddie Becker, you feel for the entire family, not being able to participate in 2 straight state finals because of a season-ending knee injury.
Yeah, too bad they can't give her a red shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Simeon with the steal. Cache Dixon to start the offense. Into the lane, no good. Gardner fighting for the rebound, gets it, puts it up strong, and she'll go to the line.
That's the scrappiness on the boards that we saw all day yesterday out of Simeon against Montini in the semifinal. Climbing the boards, relentless attack on the boards, not giving up until a putback is made. That's how Simeon has played all season. That's how they got to the state finals. That was missing in the first half. Now the points in the paint are starting to even up. 8-8 in this quarter. Remember, Simeon had just 2 points in the paint at halftime.
Kanaya Gardner, 10.7 boards a game. Last year, she was the leading scorer and rebounder on this team. Morrow, the follow on the miss. And timeout, Simeon. They get it down to single digits within 8.
Coach Johnny Davenport saying, yes, thank you. This is how we play. Just wanting to reinforce with some positive reinforcement here for his players. I like what I'm seeing, he said. I like that we're on the boards, that we're getting putbacks.
Nice the Beast on the follow-up. She's got 6 now, all of them here in the third. Kanaya Gardner with 3. All those points coming in the third quarter for the top 2 of the top 3 scorers for Johnny Davenport's team.
Johnny Davenport saying that Nisha Morrow will likely hit the 2,000-point mark in her career at Simeon. Calls her his Lady LeBron because she can do everything. Play 1 through 5 on the floor.
Potters try to go inside, throw it away instead. 15 turnovers on the Potters. Dixon for 3. Dellard the rebound, and she's fouled.
Dellard rebounding the ball so well. That's 12 rebounds for Lindsay Dellard to go along with her 11 points. I said earlier in this game that she seems to be taking that assignment to heart. She's taking it personally. That was a huge point of emphasis in the Morton locker before this game, is how to keep Simeon off the board. Dellard's been doing a great job with it.
Lindsay Dellard has not attempted a shot this quarter. Under a minute to go now, third quarter. Morton up 8. They jumped out 16-0 to start this game. Morrow the steal and the whistle on Katie Krupa. Active defense from Nisa Morrow here.
Playing the passing lane, does so well with her length and getting over the top there, reading it all the way. A little bit of contact there, and then, of course, Morrow getting shoved in the back. Simeon would love to close out this quarter with even more momentum. They've got some building right now with their offensive rebounding.
Jayla White's shot no good. A quick one there off the turnover. Now Deering brings it up against the pressure. Good give inside. Katie Krupa wide open for 14.
And that is all Peyton Deering. She broke down 3 defenders. She had 3 defenders closing in on her and just calmly, coolly got it up the floor and finished off with an assist.
White again for 3. Knocks that one in. That's her second of the game. She's got 8. Makes it a 7-point game. Final seconds. And the Potters turn it over. 2.4 left for Simeon. Will get a shot off here and pull closer. Morrow from beyond half court. No good, but Simeon putting on a little run here. A much better third quarter for them as they cut that once 12-point lead at halftime down to 7. The Potters in transition here as they lead it by 7.
I finally got the nerve to make all of my dreams come true.
Gotta get ready for an audition. Big Broadway musical.
Who doesn't want to be a part of what makes New York magic?
Katie Keene, new series this Thursday at 8/7 Central, only on the CW.
I was hurt. I was hurt bad. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. In one split second, my life changed. I needed time. Time to recover. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Bills were piling up. I couldn't work. I had a family to think about. Then, just like that, I got strong. And everything changed.
I help people in these situations every day. Our firm can do the same for you. If you've been injured, get strong.
What if there was more? More time to show them that I care. More ways to grow. What if being a nurse was more than I had imagined? What if I found the place I belong? Find where you belong at osfcareers.org.
Your car is more than just transportation. It's a gathering place, your mobile community. At SEFCU, we get that. So we offer car loans with great rates, flexible terms, and no hidden fees. Ready for a new car? Ask about a SEFCU car loan and see how much you can save. Get started at sefcu.com/loans. SEFCU, not a bank, better.
The 2020 IHSA Girls Basketball State Finals are brought to you by Country Financial. Protecting what's important to you and preparing for your financial future doesn't have to be complicated. Take it one step at a time at TakeSimpleSteps.com. And by Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is freaky fast, so your sandwich arrives freaky fresh. Order today at JimmyJohns.com.
Peyton Deering feeling the love from the Morton fans. Number 11, stealing balls and passing stones. How about that?
I love that. That is such a creative sign. Of course, talking about her kidney stones, but such a good passer for Morton as well. Setting up her teammates. She's having a great game here today. Peyton Deering with 11 big points for Morton.
And a pretty sweet assist as we went to break there in transition. Which we mentioned, it's not really a laughing matter. She's still dealing with those kidney stones.
Yep.
Krupa fouled as she goes to the hoop. Fouls on Kanaya Gardner.
Bob Becker saying, well, as long as she's in the, an okay position, the right position, she's okay. But I mean, like, when you're at a basketball game, twisting and turning and falling all over the place and moving, how can you ensure that those kidney stones are going to stay in the right position all the time? That's what I don't get.
Cannot imagine. Katie Krupa, 85% at the line on the season. She's leading Morton with 14 points here today. She gets the bounce. I think that's the definition of intestinal fortitude for Peyton Deering. My goodness. Gardner takes it strong to the hoop, but can't finish. be laying on the couch in tears, I think. Almost a turnover, but it'll be a foul. I believe it's on Simeon. Let's go to Kendra.
Thanks, Lee. Just sat in with Simeon's break with Jonathan Davenport. He said they're just 3 baskets down. Now is the time to be aggressive and attack the basket. They've got to get into the paint so they can get the bonus. Defensively, they can't allow Morton to get those easy layups. They've got to get people back on defense. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kendra. If you're just joining us, Morton jumped out in front in this game 16-0. Dullard for 3. Krupa the follow, but it's taken away. Kanaya Gardner tries to step through the defense. She hits the floor hard. It looked like she might have traveled. Just grabs her arm or elbow area. And she's slow to get up.
You see her feet kind of get tangled up underneath her. And lucky to pick up that foul.
Yeah. This team has come from behind. Kanaya said, we don't really get a panic feeling. We hype each other up. They've come from behind in other games this year against Chicago Kenwood in the city championship. And she's still in pain as she steps off on the line there. She could make it a 6-point game here. Somebody got in the lane too early. It might have been Kanaya.
Well, she led Simeon in scoring and rebounding last year when Anissa Mora was out with that knee injury, and kind of taken a little bit of a back seat this year, but still a big impact player for Simeon.
Katie Potter's up 7 here, going for a 2nd straight state title. Krupa steps through the defenders, gets to the hoop, but misses. Morrow, the give to Gardner, and the follow. Gardner with 6, and it's a 5-point ball game, 6:20 to play. Simeon has rallied back from a 16-point deficit, and Courtney Jones double teamed and calls timeout. That Simeon defense has really forced them. That's the third timeout I believe they've had to take. Bob Becker took 2 of them. Courtney Jones had to call timeout that time.
All right, and Simeon on the break here, and Anissa Morrow and Nia Gardner work so well together. A pair of juniors for Simeon. See Morrow finding Gardner, and Gardner adding her rebounding stats there, and then right away with the defensive pressure, Simeon forcing Morton to call a timeout. Smart play, though, by Courtney Jones, the senior point guard for Morton, realizing that she was in deep trouble, calling the timeout herself.
I thought Gardner did a nice job there catching the pass and staying in bounds, and then to follow the miss. Another good play. So a couple of good plays on that possession for Simeon. Menards, save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. This game has kind of been a fixer-upper for Simeon, falling behind 16-0, but yet still maintaining enough composure and effort to get within 5 here with 6 minutes to play. There's still plenty of time in this game for them.
Never giving up, showing a lot of resiliency, overcoming some adversity. Terrible shooting start to this game for Simeon. I mean, they were at what, 11% at the end of the first quarter, and they have just kept plugging away. If you want to be a state champion, that's the way that you have to play. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. How well can you overcome the downs? And Simeon trying to put their best foot forward here as they try to claw back in, and Morton trying to just stay firm and stay under control.
Our track statistician Nick Pinto telling us that Simeon started 0 for 14 from the floor in this game. Foul on the Wolverines that time. I believe it was on Nakaya Kuyan. That's her 3rd. Give and go. We saw that yesterday. Dullard made the layup yesterday, misses here. Morrow steps through, a little bit out of control that time. Tried to split the defenders and couldn't. Morton clinging to a 5-point lead here.
Those traps by Simeon.
Pass to the feet of Olivia Remmert. Unable to hang on the tie-up, and it will go to Simeon. Let's go to Kendra.
A chance to listen to Bob Becker, and he said, hey, we've got 2 timeouts. We will find a way to win this game. He said, you guys shouldn't be fatigued. We are the tougher, grittier team. We will find a way to win this. He said, we just got to settle down, don't freak out against pressure, rebound the misses, and keep it up. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Kuyan for 3.
And those traps by Simeon are getting tougher to crack for Morton. Simeon really playing to its strength with its speed and length.
Krupa drives inside, called for the charge, no basket. She pleads with the official.
And that's a big defensive play by Kanaya Gardner, who got herself there, putting her body on the line. Johnny Davenport saying, that's right. That's what I like to see. Let's turn that defense into offense now. And Gardner standing right in the way, and then kind of close.
Kuyan again, back to back. Simeon's first lead. 9-0 run, and they lead it by 1. Krupa gets to the hoop this time and scores.
Krupa has been fearless attacking the front line as Simeon. She has 17 points in this game, just a sophomore.
Now White for 3, way off the mark. Jayla White's hit a couple of threes in this game. Now Kuyan on the reach. That'll be her 4th. Once down 16-0, trailing by 12 at the half. Third-ranked Simeon has clawed back within 1. We've got 4:30 left in regulation. 3A state championship on the line here at Redbird Arena.
Not only is Country Financial our insurance, but they treated us like family.
Relationships are the single most important piece of the puzzle. We always ask this question: what is the right thing to do?
Find your style at Menards with 11% off Patriot Lighting.
Or you could add stylish storage with 11% off all Dakota shelving.
Insulate and save big on energy costs, plus get 11% off.
Create your dream Clearview kitchen with 11% off.
You'll be floored by our vinyl plank flooring. Get 11% off all of it.
Whatever you're working on, you'll get 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Third-ranked Simeon on a roll here in the second half, and particularly in the fourth quarter. Nakaya Kuyan, back-to-back threes.
Simeon just much more efficient offensively, shooting the ball much better than in the first half, and also capitalizing off of turnovers. 26 points in this half. 15 of those points have been off of Morton turnovers. Morton with 19 turnovers in this game. Simeon with just 4. And if Simeon had any more turnovers than that, I mean, this would be a blowout in Morton's favor, because Simeon continues to shoot the ball so poorly. Better now, but still at only 24%.
74% free thrower Peyton Deering at the line for Morton. All sectional soccer selection, and Patricia mentioned she will play her college soccer right here at Illinois State starting next year. 13 for Deering. Morton back up 3. Cache Dixon's three rattles out. Gardner, the follow. Tough rebound for Kanaya Gardner, but she couldn't get it to go. Morton breaks the Simeon pressure. Just about midway through the fourth quarter here. Morton led by 12 at the half. They led 16-0 to start the game. Simeon won a city championship earlier this month. They are hungry for their first ever state championship in program history. Dullard. Now it's Courtney Jones, the point guard. And out to Deering. The Lady Potters will reload here. Very smart, patient team. Dullard drives right into the double team, though, and Gardner takes it away. Morrow and Dullard hit the deck. Ball out of bounds. It will stay with Simeon.
Gardner has had a couple of hard falls to the floor for Simeon. Little too much work in it, though, down at the offensive end. Still too much time left in this game for Morton to be playing with it like that on the offensive end.
Cache Dixon for three. Long rebound to Kuyan. She's hit a couple of those. And now a foul in the lane will go against Simeon. That's going to be on Morrow. 3 on Anissa Morrow. She cleared out the Morton player. Sends Olivia Remmert to the line, the senior guard. Only 6 of 11 at the line this season. Kuyan again for 3. And another foul on the rebound. And it goes against Simeon, and it's going to go against Anissa Morrow, and that's her 4th.
Back-to-back fouls called on Morrow on the offensive glass. Over the back, clear outs, what have you.
Sends Lindsay Dullard to the line. She hasn't shot a free throw today, 82% at the line on the season.
Morrow needs to be careful. 4 fouls now. And she wants to still maintain her aggressiveness down at the other end on the offensive glass. But needs to be careful, having gotten 2 fouls in a row now, trying to offensive rebound.
12 for Dullard. The Morton lead is now 4. Kuyan will go for 3 and hit it again. Her 3rd 3 of the quarter. It's a 1-point game. Jones brings it across for the Lady Potters. Trying to go 38-0 and win a 2nd straight state title. Their lead is 1 with 2 minutes to play in regulation. Ball tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Potters.
Simeon trying to get their hands on every pass they can, trying to be disruptive. They've had some luck with it here in the second half.
Possession arrow favors the Lady Potters. Good hands. Cache Dixon got a hand on it. The crowd on their feet, looking a little pensive over there, however. Minute 44 left. Dullard tries to give to Krupa. I believe they're going to get Krupa for the foul.
Right, Kalan, number 30 there for Simeon. Come up with some huge plays off the bench. 9 points. She is making defensive plays, and she is pumped up, showing her energy, trying to have that rub off on her teammates. She has been intense here, especially in the fourth quarter.
Foul on Krupa is her fourth. Take into the lane from Cache Dixon to Morrow.
Beautiful pass by Dixon.
Simeon back up 1. Deering in trouble in the corner. Simeon touched it last. It'll stay with Morton. Morton made their last field goal with 4:55 to play. It's been over 3 minutes.
And the no look there, just having a good sense for where your teammates are. The senior Cache Dixon coming up with a huge assist.
Morrow had gotten inside her defender, Lindsay Dullard, to get the position to make that layup. Wow. 16-0 to start for Morton, and this has turned into one of the better championship games we've seen.
Yeah, Simeon looked pretty dead in the water there to start this game, just not shooting well. But I think I said at one point, this will not last. You know, and that's what Simeon had to remind itself of. They were getting shots. It wasn't like they were making mistakes, turning ball over, being careless. They just were not making their shots, and they weren't taking the kind of shots that allow them to have the best chance at success. And I think that they have figured that out more. Hats off to Simeon that they really just kept plugging away, did not give up, did not put their heads down, and really fought and clawed their way back into this game.
Nakaya Kuyan, the transfer from Chicago Vocational, hitting 3 threes here in the fourth quarter. And I thought it was interesting because earlier this week Johnny Davenport said she's kind of a shoot on the run type player, but those 3 threes, her feet were set, and they, I mean, nothing but net.
Well, and it's just funny how in situations like this in the state finals, you might never know who will come up big for you. And Nakaya Kalan, no points at halftime, had played just 5 minutes in the first half, and here she is coming off the bench. The one reserve that Simeon really leans on, and coming up with big minutes and big plays for the Wolverines.
Now, when you say they are 6 deep, she is number 6.
Yep.
Morton with the ball, trailing here by 1 with 1:17 to play. Three seniors out there for the Lady Potters. Winners a year ago. Trying to get the deal done here. Dullard, back cut, covered. Under a minute now. Deering to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Krupa the follow. The sophomore with 19 and the biggest bucket of her young career as she puts Morton back on top 1 with 49.1 to play.
And fitting that it is Katie Krupa with her 19th point on an offensive rebound. I feel like she has been fearless today, really taking on the challenge of the Simeon front line head on, going up strong between 2 tall Simeon defenders to finish the offensive putback there. Katie Krupa has been tough all day long for Morton, and you mentioned it, just a sophomore for the Potters. An outstanding effort here for Katie Krupa. We are seeing why. She already has Division I offers as just a sophomore. She has been huge for the entire tournament, playing her best in the postseason. Had a huge game in the sectional finals for Morton to help them get here. And I've just been so impressed with how she is not backing down. And Simeon, known for their size, known for their post play, and Katie Krupa has been all over the boards, all over the paint.
Honorable mention, All-Stater. Of Morton's 4 state championship wins, their closest game was a 7-point win over Rochester in 2017. So this has been the closest game of this impressive Morton run for the last 5 years. They lead it by 1 here in the final minute. Remember, got a hand on it. Drive, and what's the call? Travel. Turnover Simeon with 37.7 left.
Simeon's got to bring their full court pressure. They've had some luck with it. Morton with 21 turnovers in this game. Can Simeon force another? Having trouble.
Gets it to Jones. She gets it across. And now Krupa with it. 24 seconds left. 20 seconds. The senior. Now to Remmert.
They have to foul.
Jones fouled at midcourt with 13.4 left. That's 4 on Nakaya Kuyan. Or 5, rather. She is fouled out.
What an outstanding day for Nakaya Kalana off the bench for the Wolverines. 9 points. I thought she played some excellent defense out on the perimeter. Was a big part of the pressure defensively that was creating turnovers for Simeon.
Courtney Jones has not scored today. She's a 78% free thrower on the year. Moved to point guard as a senior. And misses the first.
So now
the best they can do here is a 2-point lead.
Pressure off for Simeon to absolutely need a 3 at the other end.
Misses them both. Krupa fighting for the rebound, but Gardner comes away with it. 10 seconds. Here comes Simeon. The give to Gardner. The bucket with 4.3 left. And timeout.
And that was huge for
Kanaya Gardner. Take another look here.
Great penetration there by the senior Dixon. And that's a strong move inside by the player that we featured at the beginning of this game. The bling.
It's actually Diamond Stokes.
For Simeon is Diamond Bling Stokes coming up with the biggest basket of her season. The senior committed to Wright State. Putting that one in. That gives Stokes 4 points in this game. She got 5 rebounds. Big basket by Simeon.
That Simeon front line coming up big. We talked about them early. Stokes with the layup after the great penetration and kick. 45-44, Simeon with the 1-point lead. Morton with the ball in 3.5 seconds.
Of course, Simeon is going to bring the full court pressure. It's going to take some precision, efficient passing by Morton to get this ball up the floor so that they can get a decent shot at the basket.
No timeouts for Morton. Jones from the 3-point line for the win. Simeon hangs on, coming back from 16 down to win the first state championship in girls basketball program history.
A remarkable comeback for the Simeon Wolverines. A spectacular effort by Morton and getting here again to defend its state championship from last year, but Simeon, I mean, just never gave up lead in this game. A terrible start for the Wolverines. Could not hit the broadside of a barn early on. Shot 11% in the first quarter, missed their first 16 shots. Wasn't doing what got them here, shooting all kinds of threes, perimeter shots, not getting the ball inside to their big, long inside players, and they finally figured it out in the second quarter or second half and brought a lot more defense as well, forcing 21 Morton turnovers. That was a big part of Simeon's game as well. They tightened up the defense, forced some Morton mistakes, and they finally got back to what got them here, and that was big, strong interior offensive play in the paint and rebounding. And the
Here's another look.
Yeah, on the final shot, Diamond Stokes fitting that Simeon wins this game and what they do the best, using their bigs to score inside in the paint. That's the winning basket right there, and that's the way Simeon likes to play ball.
A remarkable comeback by the Simeon Wolverines, handing Morton its only loss of the year. Coming back from 16-0 to win this game, 45-44. Let's go to Kendra. She is with the victorious Wolverines.
Coach, Morton started this game on a 16-0 run. You guys were down 12 at the half. What changed in this second half?
They didn't quit. Morton is a great team. They've been down here. This is their town right here. This place is full of nothing but Morton people. So they have a lot of support down here. Of course, we expected them to come out to a great start because, again, they got all the support. Well, I told them don't quit. We've been down before in the city championship. We was down by 12 and kept fighting and got back into the game, and that's what we did today.
Diamond, you only had 4 points today, but you got the basket when it mattered most, the game-winning shot. What was going through your mind in that final play?
It was more like a statement game. We knew that we wanted to come out and win. We already won city, so we wanted the state title too.
You are our LIUNA player of the game. Congratulations. What was key to maintaining that composure when Morton was on that 16-0 run and they were leading by 12 at the half? How did you maintain the composure for your team in order to come up with the win tonight?
I just stayed calm. I didn't get emotional at all because I knew that we wanted to win and we was going to win. So I just came out to play hard and I didn't overthink it.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on a huge win tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Kendra, very much. Yeah, boy, you talk about a Morton team with 2 of their top 6 players out with ACL injuries, able to get back to the state championship, run the table, not lose a game until the state finals, take a 16-0 lead, and then Simeon, as they did in the city championship game, to not let a double-digit deficit keep them down and to come back and win their first ever state championship in girls basketball. What a story.
Yeah, Morton has had just an incredible run, and congratulations to them. 36-0 heading into, or 37-0 heading into this game. 6 straight 30-win seasons, 4 state championships since 2015. They're here trying to win their second straight state championship. I thought that they played their hearts out and had a great game plan early on against Simeon. But what can you say about the Simeon Wolverines? A rough start to this state championship game, and you know, the chips were really down for this team. I mean, they were facing all kinds of adversity. I'm amazed and just so impressed with how they kept their composure and really did a nice job of staring down that adversity. Most adults would be more rattled than the Simeon players showed here today. And so just a testament to their resiliency, facing down that adversity, staying calm, cool, and collected, knowing what their goals were, what they were here to do. They finally got back to their game plan. And it worked for them, and congratulations to Simeon that they were able to overcome so much to win their first state title.
Yeah, that's what you got to love about sports. I mean, logic tells you you're down 16-0 early. You're not going to come back and win this game.
Not in the state championship game against the defending state champions.
Wow. Let's go to our PA announcer, Jeff Fritzen, for some of the presentations here. The 4th place trophy there for the Springfield Lanphier Lady Lions, and now Montini Lady Broncos getting their 3rd place medallions.
Assistant coach Alan Galanka. Assistant coach Anthony DeCanio. Assistant coach Caprice Smith. Assistant coach Megan Steiner. And assistant coach Wally Weisenberger. The Lady Broncos, Sophie Sullivan. Sawyer White. Samantha Mogolinsky. Mary Kate O'Connor. Sydney Prochaska. Elena Anderson. Hope Anacito. Olivia Maison. Shannon Blatcher. Alexa Salazar. Taylor Charles, Tatiana Thomas, Angelina Giordano, Terrace Thornton, and Madison Sirocco. And now will Coach Nichols and the captains of Montini High School please step forward to receive the third place trophy. At this time, please meet the Potters of Morton High School, who finished the season in second place with a final record of 37 wins and 1 loss. First meet Superintendent Jeff Hill, Principal Deidre Ripka, Athletic Director Scott Jones, Trainer Katie Gavin, Head Coach Bob Becker, Assistant Coach Brooke Bisping, Assistant Coach William Davis, Assistant Coach Megan Hassler, Manager Ben Geiger, Statistician Laura Ryman, Maddie Becker, Raquel Frakes, Paige Griffin, Courtney Jones, Peyton Deering, Claire Ryman, Gabby Hare, Abby Steiner, Olivia Remmert, Lindsay Dullard, Sedona McCartney, Maggie Hobson, Katie Krupa, McKenna Boffman, Faith Hostetler, and Kaylin Cowley. At this time, will Coach Becker and the captains of Morton High School please step forward to receive the second place trophy. Potter fans, there will be a 11:45 a.m. parade and a noon reception at the school on Sunday. At this time, please meet the Wolverines of Simeon High School, who finished the season in first place with a final record of 34 wins and 3 losses. Meet the Executive Director of CPS Sports, Carl Kemp, Principal Trista Harper, Assistant Principal LaDonna Williams, Athletic Director Robert Smith, Assistant Athletic Director Corey Bradford, Head Coach Jonathan Davenport, Assistant Coach Jeffrey Dillard, Assistant Coach Mari Holmes, Assistant Coach Nafisa Morrow, Manager Deavian Davis, Manager Kayla Wilson, Manager Layla Green, and the Wolverines, Cushionay Napier, Cache Dixon, Jayla White. Malia Wesley. Diamond Stokes. Mariah Reed. Takora Moore. Anissa Morrow. Kanaya Gardner. Nakaya Cullen. And Lynette Lomax. Now will Coach Davenport and the captains of Simeon High School please step forward to receive the first place trophy.
And we'll be right back to wrap things up from Redbird Arena.
It all starts here in the woods of Illinois. Walnut, hickory, oak, individually selected and harvested for your home. Each tree, each log, milled to perfection, with the same attention to detail for 2 generations. It's not just wood, it's Corsaw hardwood lumber. Grown in Illinois, made in Illinois. Corsaw hardwood lumber, just west of Canton, on Route 9.
If you were in an accident, would you know where to go? I'm Ryan Button with Morton Collision Repair. Some insurance companies may try to send you to shops that use junkyard or imitation parts. But at Morton Collision Repair, we focus on you, your car, and your safety. And all of our work is backed by a limited lifetime warranty. Go to mortoncollision.com and upload your photos to start your free estimate. Or tell your agent you want to go to Morton Collision Repair. Remember, it's your car, it's your choice. Choose Morton Collision Repair.
An incredible finish here as Simeon comes back from a 16-0 deficit to edge the defending state champs 45-44. Simeon outscoring Morton 33-20 in the second half, and the points off turnovers 22-3 in favor of Simeon. They forced 21 Morton turnovers, which is exactly what Morton does to everybody else.
They did. They turned the tables a little bit. You cannot take anything away from Morton. They have such a wonderful program, so much history and tradition there. But Simeon, what can you say about them and their resiliency in this game? I just loved it. I loved how they came back. They didn't put their heads down. They got back to doing what they do. They took care of business. Great job by Simeon.
And an overall fun weekend here for us with some young teams, some teams that have never been here before, the defending state champs, and first ever championship for Simeon. We are glad you joined us here this weekend. The Morton Potters only lose one game, and it was a heartbreaker in the state championship. Simeon rallies to win their first ever state championship in girls high school basketball.
Thanks for watching the 2020 IHSA Girls Basketball State Finals. This has been an IHSA Television Network production.
Your Area Electrical Joint Apprenticeship Training Committee is pleased to announce that John Randall and